So, ladies, can you state your name for the camera?
Yes, Ina Weitzman.
Marilyn Cowan.
And where are you two ladies from?
I'm from Millburn.
Oh, okay. I'm
West
from
Orange, across the street.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm from Livingston. So, ladies, how did Irene affect you guys? Can you talk about the damages that you guys experienced, or if...
I didn't have too much trouble. I apparently have a leak in my roof, so I have a little ceiling damage and damp basement. But, and of course, we're boiling water, which gets to be old. And I took a shower yesterday in a dribble because there's no water pressure. My daughter lives in Springfield. She lost electricity, and a tree fell on the boiler room of their apartment complex, so they had no hot water. But I think I fared fairly well because I'm a little uphill from town. Millburn, in general, though, had a lot of damage.
Yeah, they did.
A lot of businesses had damage to their floors and their carpets. I passed one business, I took a walk Sunday afternoon. One business had their sidewalk grate open to the basement, and the water was up to within a few inches of the sidewalk. And in the South Mountain area, people had all kinds of stuff out at the curb. And of course, getting around is very difficult. It's all kinds of roads.
Have you had trouble getting around?
Well, I've had to take routes other than what I normally would do. And some of the major roads are closed. And I live on Old Short Hills Road, and the traffic up Old Short Hills Road, obviously
Oh,
from
yes. Oh.
other streets that are closed, was just incredible. So it's taken more time to get around, but I can't say that I suffered terribly. I did prepare well. I took everything off my decks, and I did what I was supposed to do, and it probably wouldn't have blown around, but I'm not sorry I did. And I don't think they overhyped this. I think we didn't need 48 hours of straight coverage necessarily.
Very true.
But, you know, people who live on the 5th floor of a Manhattan apartment may not realize that a lot of people have really suffered. The videos on TV of Patterson and Manville and the Catskills and Vermont, 40 people have died. It's been a major storm, so I don't think it's overhyped.
So when it was when it was happening, how did you ladies feel? Did you see the flooding, or did it scare you? Or
I stayed up very late reading and listened to the wind and the rain, and I like the sound of rain. But my bed is under a slanted window, and my youngest daughter was concerned about that, so I slept with my head at the foot of the bed. So if the window crashed, it would only be my feet. But other than that, no, I wasn't unduly concerned about it.
No, I wasn't either. I just cleared off my deck, and I also have to boil my water now, and the water pressure is low.
it's really bad.
And that's it. No.
Is it only like cold water that you ladies get, or
No,
because
the
I've
water's
heard?
hot, but
Okay.
it's coming out, no pressure.
I would like to do laundry, but we were told to cut down on non-essential use of water. So some people in Millburn Short Hills had water and then suddenly had no water. So no electricity and no water. And then they're distributing water to people who can't boil water because they have no electricity to boil water with. So it's a major storm. It's a major problem.
Were you in the area when Hurricane Floyd was?
Oh, yes.
How would you compare that to this storm?
Well, Hurricane Floyd pressured the township of Millburn to actually get cracking on their flood control that they had talked about a long time, but the water that they're dealing with is the boundary between two counties and two towns, so who's going to do what was the issue. But after the destruction of Floyd, one house in town was literally destroyed. They got cracking on that, but this time, even though they put in new flood walls, the water came over the wall. So I would say that the damage in town was less this time, and also that time there was some dam in the South Mountain Reservation that broke, and a gush of water came into town right through a restaurant, out the front door of another business, and some people had to be rescued from the second story. And I know one of those businesses never recovered, because if people don't have insurance, to have their whole business destroyed like that is very difficult.
That's when Paper Mill also got flooded.
Paper Mill got
Yeah.
flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
So
got flooded there.
Floyd was,
Floyd's would worse.
for us,
Yes,
was
for
worse,
us.
okay? But I don't know that it wasn't worse in general. I think, although Manville and and places like that, I feel very badly for the people there because they can't leave. They can't sell their homes. Nobody will buy their homes.
Oh,
And
you have that in Wayne and Lincoln
Wayne
Park.
too, yes, Lincoln Park, but
Yeah.
Manville seems to get the worst of it every time.
Every time,
An
yeah.
area in Wayne also,
Yeah, by the
Willowbrook.
Willowbrook Mall. Yeah, it's underwater now.
and these people cannot get rid of their homes.
No.
Who's going to buy that?
No, it's kind of like like living in Tornado Alley, or like
Right.
living in Florida or something. They need to do something about it, especially like in Wayne and Patterson, like that.
It would be nice if these people could build their houses
Stilts.
on stilts like they are required to in many places in Florida now. But that's
Or
very
on the
expensive.
beach.
Very
Or on the
expensive
beach.
proposition, though, to do that.
So, are you ladies scared that this might happen again, or
It will
Hurricane.
happen.
well,
Always.
hurricanes always happen again, but do you think it'll happen anytime soon around here, or?
No, although I hear there's some others forming.
There is one out
But
there now.
I mean, my worrying about it is going to make it come or go. So, what's the point?
Very
Stock
true.
up on some water
That's it.
and
That's
listen
it.
to the government. Listen to people telling us what to do. There's a very good system in West Orange and Milburn, and maybe other towns where we're on an emergency call, automated.
Reverse 911.
It's automated, and sometimes they call it hours. I wish they didn't, in the middle of the night. But you always know what's going on, and there's advising of various issues, and that's very helpful.
Yeah.
Very helpful, because I know my daughter in Springfield didn't know that they couldn't drink the water until I told her. So
Right. Yeah. They called us.
very helpful to know those things.